G'day viewers, this is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel. I'm making good progress with building this Vidicon camera and making it look more like a professionally built one. Yes, I've now got the two enclosures riveted together, and I've got the lens and Vidicon yoke and the Vidicon tube itself mounted inside the front enclosure here. So this is how it's going to look from the outside when it's all covered up. Now I'm going to take the covers off and show you how it looks on the inside. Still a long way to go yet, but I was quite fortunate to have these enclosures and to be able to match them nicely with the Vidicon camera. So this is the yoke and tube and lens assembly all mounted inside the first enclosure here. I drilled a hole in the front to fit the lens through. It's not bolted in yet. Well, I have bolted in, but I've just pulled it apart so I can do more work on it all. Anyway, I've got the front enclosure riveted to the back enclosure, and I've cut out a slot to fit the rear end of the tube wires through to the rear larger enclosure. Now I've got the board, the video and deflection board that Harry made sitting inside. I reckon I'm going to position it on this side of the board so the actual target lead can go straight to the target input of the video section. And I'm going to situate the other boards on this side here, like the focus coil board's going to be situated here. Actually, maybe I might actually make it sort of situated closer to the tube itself. Well, it depends. And the power supply board, what I'm going to do is actually strip this power supply board down and mount mount all the components on a much smaller board and sort of have them situated much closer together, so I'm not wasting space, and I can fit it somewhere along in here. So that's the plan. Hopefully it will all go to plan, but if not, I'll have to work around it. Anyway, and I'm going to have this multi-purpose AC power supply rigged up to it. I'm going to have 3 cables coming out of the power supply section to the power supply. One to supply 20 volts, one to supply 250 volts, and one to supply the tube heater voltage of 6.3 volts. And on this side here, I'm going to have all the adjustment pots and everything, and all mounted on the back here onto a panel of some sort. And I'm going to have the video output coming out somewhere around there as well. Anyway, that's where I'm up to with the Vidicon camera, and yeah, stay tuned for the next video when I made more significant progress with it. This is Troy from Troy's Visual Arts channel, signing out.